Coming on here to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, and a lot more since I had my injury on my shoulder. So I wanted to speak to all the fitness instructors, personal trainers that are out there that might be watching this video, because that is what I was before I went into online coaching. Like, the big part of my fitness business was teaching fitness classes and personal training. And that's something I'd done for many, many years and absolutely loved. One thing that I found very hard when I was a fitness instructor and personal trainer was mainly the pay. Was extremely up and down as a fitness instructor and personal trainer, because of course our customers have life. Things happen in their life, so they can't always attend your classes every single week. So one week I would have like a heaving fully booked class, and that would cover all of my costs, and I would earn a nice income from it on a weekly basis. And then something would happen. For example, it would snow and I would have 5 people turn up to my classes, and I would just about cover the cost of the hall and make no money for the class. Then the England football would come on, and all the women that came to my classes, husbands were out watching the football, so they had no childcare. So again, my numbers would drop really low. Children get sick, childcare doesn't happen. And then the hardest thing for me as a fitness instructor was when I got injured, that I wouldn't be able to teach my classes. So I never had that consistent income coming in from my fitness one-on-one business or my fitness class business. And as a mum, having a mortgage and having bills to pay and wanting to plan things and wanting to push my life forwards, I found it a really hard industry to work in because of the up and down of the pay. So one minute I'd be doing really well in my fitness business, I'd be bringing money in, I had fully booked customers, fully booked classes, and that was great. Those seasons were fantastic. But then things would happen. There'd be those summer periods when the kids were off school for 6 weeks, when my class numbers became a lot less, personal training became a lot less. And I also found there was that period during the day that people didn't want classes and people didn't want personal training. So the mornings were great and the evenings were great. But while the kids were in school, it was actually really hard to find that income to build during the day. So for me, I went into the corporate world during that period and taught my personal training classes in the morning and my fitness classes of a night, and worked in the corporate world during the day. But still, that income I wanted from my fitness business was never really steady. And then I got injured, and then I couldn't teach my fitness classes. I have 2 children. If one of my kids got ill or one of my kids got poorly, I needed to be with them. So again, my fitness business suffered. And unlike the corporate world, when you're self-employed and you're running your own fitness classes or personal training classes, you don't get paid when you're injured. You don't get paid when you're on holiday, and you don't get paid when you're off sick. And I certainly found that if I took a holiday and took 2 weeks out to go on my family holiday, again, my business would be affected for a longer period of time because people got out of the routine of coming to my classes. So that was something that I really struggled with. That is the beauty I'm now finding with running an online business, is that I can run this business from my computer, from my phone, and have a continuous income coming in every week, 52 weeks of the year, no matter what. I'm seriously injured at the moment. So I'm so grateful that I've built this online coaching business, because I'm not allowed to do hardly anything for a minimum of 8 weeks. So I'm so grateful that I've built this fitness business up, that I'm still helping people on their health and wellness journeys. I'm still building a steady income, and I'm still getting to do what I love the most, which is help people get fit and healthy. But I don't actually physically have to be in front of them to do it. And me being injured and me needing to have surgery on my shoulder now isn't going to affect my business or my income. And what I'm loving the most about this business is that what I used to earn in a whole month of being a fitness instructor and personal trainer, even in my busiest, best months, and I was doing well in those months, I earn more than that now on a weekly basis, probably actually in the first couple of days of the week. So for me, bringing online coaching in to my fitness business has been the biggest godsend that I've ever done. I'm so blessed and grateful that I finally took that leap from being a face-to-face instructor personal trainer to launching my business in the online forum. Because now not only do I reach people on a health and wellness journey within a 5-mile radius like I used to with my face-to-face business, I now get to serve and work with customers from all over the world. Something I could never do as a fitness instructor or personal trainer. So that has obviously increased my customer base tenfold, but also has increased my income. One of the things that I found really challenging as a fitness instructor as well was the time I used to put into learning my classes, learning the choreography, learning and planning and prepping my classes, booking people in, people cancelled, rebooking spaces, booking the halls, generally answering questions backwards and forwards from my customers. And I only got paid by my customers when they were actually in front of me. All of the exams and the qualifications that I took, and then the new rounds coming out, the new releases that came out, so my classes were fresh and consistently changing and upbeat. All of that took a lot of time. So I would be spending a large period of my days when I was at home learning and prepping my classes and my personal training sessions for the week ahead. So not only was I teaching 2 classes every single night back to back, I was also spending probably about 3 hours a week on top of that learning and prepping my choreography for the following week and prepping my classes and personal training sessions, building my meal plans, and just planning what I was going to do with my personal training customers. From there, I then would spend my weekends. So Saturdays, I would teach my classes back to back from 7 until 12. I'd get home about 1 in the afternoon. So I only really had Sunday off as a mum. So I was working all of these hours. I was literally working from 5 in the morning till 9 at night, not including the admin side of my business. 7 days a week. 6 days a week. And then I had Sunday off. And then as a mum that worked all of those hours during the week, Sunday became a day of housework, cleaning, and trying to get on top of stuff for the kids and trying to spend quality time with them as well and cramming that all into one day. I'm so grateful now that I have brought in the online coaching into my business because it has taken so much pressure off of my family. And now having this injury and knowing, good morning, honey, and knowing now that I would not be working. If I was teaching classes and I was personal training, I know that I would be off work now, signed off work, not being able to work for at least 8 weeks. And that would be an 8-week loss of income minimum before my surgery. Then I'd have my surgery and then it would be the recovery. I think I'd be looking at about 6 months off of work before I could get back to teaching classes and personal training after this surgery is done and I'm fully recovered. That would have scared the life out of me as a fitness instructor. That would have completely depressed me and I would have lost a massive amount of income and that would have had a huge impact on my family. I'm lucky that I've put that insurance plan into place now, that I'm now managing to still run my online business, even if I have to run it from my hospital bed. As long as I've got Wi-Fi, I can still join my new customers, I can still put them on the plans, and I can still get them working out from home, and I can continue to build my business, which means I continue to earn an income on a weekly basis moving forwards. For me, I personally think that a fitness instructor and personal trainer, this is such an easy solution to bring in alongside your existing business. In those pockets of time when you are not teaching, when you are not planning your classes, this business can be run in about an hour to 2 hours a day. The better you get at this business and the more you learn about this business as well, that time gets compressed. I used to spend about 2 hours a day on the business prepping and planning. Now I can do all of those jobs I used to do in 2 hours in probably about 40 minutes, which has now given me those 2 hours to extend the work I'm doing and learn more about Instagram, learn more about social media, and build my business to another level. So I'm a massive believer in face-to-face classes. I'm a massive believer in personal training. I love going to the gym still, and I have so much respect for personal trainers and fitness instructors out there. as I have been one for like over a decade of my life. But now I see this solution and how it has completely improved my life and completely changed my financial stability of my life because of bringing online coaching in. And I used to be very against working with another company. I used to be really anti working with a big fitness company and using their products to build my business. That was something that I was like, not for me, not really interested in. Then I started realizing once I started building my Instagram account up to a certain level, I was getting so many companies reach out to me, like Gymshark and MyProtein and makeup companies and clothes companies, asking me to advertise their products on my page and give people this code so they could get discounts, and then I would get paid. And I was so happy with that. I was like, that's amazing, love it. I'm so excited to share these products and I get the product, how cool. And then I was like, why am I all right doing that? Why am I all right sharing Gymshark products, which I love, by the way, and Gymshark's one of my favourite brands in the world. But why was I okay doing that? But I wasn't prepared to use anybody else's fitness programs to help me build an online business. And it was when I had that realization that I was like, they're pretty much the same thing, apart from the residual income from the online coaching world is actually so much better than being paid as an influencer on Instagram. So I started to look into it. And once I started to look into it, I couldn't really believe the income potentials with doing this. I couldn't really believe how many more people I could reach, how many more people I could help on a health and wellness journey. And once I started to see that, it blew up for me. I was so excited to try this business out and see if it would fit into what I was doing as an instructor and as a personal trainer. And it's fitted in perfectly. I have a customer base of over 700, probably nearer 1,000 now, customers worldwide that I look after. And I'm helping them on their fitness journey and their nutrition journey every single day. And it brings me so much joy. But the benefits to me is that I get to do this from my home, from my computer, or wherever I'm in the world. So I'm off on Friday on a trip that I've actually earned from the company that I partnered with to go to Florida. I'm taking the kids to Florida and then we're hopping on a cruise around the Caribbean islands. I'm still going to be able to work with my customers the whole way through that trip as long as I have Wi-Fi. And I think that this business is such an easy solution to bring into a fitness world. It's such an easy business to bring in alongside what your existing job looks like, that if you have that desire to earn a secondary income, if you have that desire to build your fitness business and help even more people, as a fitness instructor and personal trainer, I really, really recommend looking into this. Because I was probably like you guys, I had that impression of partnering with a big fitness company. I had that impression of that, oh, it's not really me, I don't really want to do it, it doesn't fit well with me. Actually, it has been the best solution I've ever brought into my business and has completely changed my life. Not only from a point of view as a fitness instructor that I love helping people, which I do, that has been so rewarding because I get to help so many more people that I couldn't help before because they didn't live close enough to me to do personal training or come to my classes. But from a personal point of view, from an income point of view, this has changed my life. I no longer have those seasons in my business where I'm skint, where I'm broke. I no longer have those seasons in my business where I'm working so many hours and the numbers of my classes have dropped because it's hot and sunny and everyone's at barbecues, or it's snowing and no one wants to leave the house. My business is no longer affected by the weather. It's no longer affected by Christmas or the summer holidays. And that is why this has been the perfect solution for me as a fitness instructor and personal trainer to bring this into my life. And I'm just so grateful that I did that. I'm so grateful that I took this leap of faith and jumped in on this opportunity 15 months ago. Because now, with this injury, I would be out of action for about 8 months. I wouldn't be able to work and I wouldn't have that second income. Now that injury, that happens, life happens, is not going to affect my family in any way, shape or form because I've built up such a sustainable business that is bringing me in an income now that I don't need to worry about not having been able to teach fitness classes and personal training. It can be something that I do because I love. It can be something that I do because I enjoy it, rather than it being something that I needed to do to pay the bills. That no longer is the case. I now get to enjoy fitness and enjoy my customers face to face and serve a much bigger, greater community by doing this online. And I really, really recommend that if you're a personal trainer or fitness instructor, find out about this. Don't be like I was for so long, completely closed off to the idea because something that has happened in your past has put you off. This done well can really, really explode your business into a different level. This done well can really grow your business and can, importantly, give you an income that you deserve as a fitness instructor, personal trainer, that is very hard to achieve nowadays in this growing online market. So I really recommend looking into this. And if it's something that you've been thinking about, and maybe you're just like, oh, I don't know if it's for me, I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, chat with me. Let's have a really frank, open, one-on-one call where I'll tell you everything. I won't bullshit you about anything. I'll tell you the truths, the struggles, the hardships, the areas where I found this hard, the areas where it took me a while to grow and understand, but I finally got there. And I can finally talk to you from a point of success, and that this does work in the UK. And being a UK person, you can build your business internationally as well, and how rewarding it can be. And I'll tell you about the income. I'll tell you about my income growth and potential, and how I'm now building a residual income that is coming in week after week after week. Last week, my income was incredible. Last week, that income that I got it keeps going up. Every 3 to 6 months, my income is increasing on a weekly basis. And last week, I actually cried when I got paid, because the freedom that has given me to be at home with my kids more, to be able to do more with my life, has been the most amazing experience. And I do want to share that with you. You don't have to join me. You don't have to find out more just so you join up with me. Just find out more. Just be open to this opportunity, because it could be really, really life-changing for you. I would love to talk to you and share this with you. I'm going to be running some calls over the next couple of weeks. So if you're interested, if you're a personal trainer, fitness instructor that just needs that secondary income, stable, residual income on a weekly basis, 52 weeks a year, even if it's so you can go back to falling in love with your fitness business on that one-on-one basis, give me a shout and let's have a really open, frank chat so I can tell you everything there is about this. And you might end up looking at it from a very different light, like I now do.